Yes, come on.
Is the role of seafarer who have big impact in for Indonesia, because seafarer from Indonesia need to learn English language, because seafarer is so big, not in Indonesia, not only in Indonesia. Seafarer in Indonesia can be going to foreign company if they are want to learn English. Mr. Nadif said mentality from seafarer Indonesia is bad. I don't think so, because mentality seafarer in Indonesia not have a bad mentality, just maybe lazy, because they
Comfortable?
in Indonesian company. They don't want to going in international company because they lazy to speak English. But if they can speak English and join to foreign company, they will have a more salary and maybe can fix Indonesian economy. And then I don't really think Indonesian seafarer not really cannot speak English, because they can use all the technology in ship. That's mean seafarer Indonesia actually can speak English, but just lazy to improve it more and more, like that. Thank you.
Okay, so you mentioned about the mental, so you mentioned about their ability of English, so you also mentioned about they are able to understand how to use technology. So what about they also can minimize the value to have test of interview. So what should Indonesian seafarer do?
What should Indonesian
Yeah,
seafarers
so
do?
because of the lack of English, so they make sometimes a value to have a test of interview. You know, sometimes they also lack for Marlin test. So what should we do?
Actually, just easy thing. Just can learn from film, music, and maybe game. They have so many chance to learn English, but they don't take the change.
Okay, so practice will make somebody perfect, right?
Of
So
course.
I think more practice how to speak like debate today, it will help us to improve our English, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much. Big applause for positive change.
Conclusion for negative time, because for Indonesia the language English is lack, and all company in world need for language English is very good, because language English for Indonesia lack. Many sailor Indonesia pessimistic to join overseas company and then choice local company, and Indonesia has low mental to speak up. So mental is the main thing when working in foreign company, but many Indonesian seafarer they lack of English makes failure to have test of interview, and but is all about one's lucky. Thank you, miss.
Okay, that's all from negative. Big applause for the negative team. On.
My conclusion for positive team, as earlier said, cadet will be part in any multitasking job. I know cadet have other duties, but what's keeping duty for
Duty?
watchkeeping duty for cadet.
Cadet.
Cadet, very important before actually working as a sailor. And watchkeeping is possible between morning until afternoon, and at night to rise. And new skill is a must explore themselves. Of course, you have to explore other skill as a sailor. But if the cadet does not do the watchkeeping, what if it becomes a third officer? Because it is very important to avoid for dangers of collision. Melda, regular working is cause burnout. I know, but being a cadet means ready to be tired in any way, because that includes mental training before actually working as an officer. And then Alfian, but actually watchkeeping have be carried out on campus, so no problem, I think. To overcome the dangers that occur might have been taught during training and that in the ship for
Practice.
practice.
That's all?
That's all.
Thank you so much.
Express my conclusion from negative team. The conclusion is that cadets are not only focused on watchkeeping and board or ships like Nadib said, but must follow the third officer like Kaisar said and Akmal said. Because during as a cadet, there are many things that must be done to improve their skill, such as improving skill is in the field of safety equipment for provision when they work after graduate. And if a cadet always has to work outside of working hour, it will make the cadet burnout or tired and can interfere with his working time the next day, like Melda said. What Farindra said, that we have been trained while on campus like the Tarbaga hour, but the situation on campus and on ship is very different. If on campus during guard we just sit and observe facing vehicles, on ship it is not like that, especially at the same time as bad weather or there is a storm. It will be difficult. That's all.
That's all?
Yes.
Okay, big applause for all of us.